Hey there, YouTube. Welcome to another video. I thought I'd start the week off talking about eating plant-based on a budget. Another video, I thought I do these from time to time, and I thought for the new subscribers and for the people that just haven't heard it that many times before, I would do it again. And I like to try to always throw something new in there if possible, but a lot of the things are standard because it's just about standard food. It's about eating real food. It's not really that complicated. First thing I always recommend is basics first. If you're on a budget, and when I say on a budget, that means different things to different people. You know, some people are budget conscious, but they're not, right on the edge. Some people are budget conscious and they are right on the edge where every single dollar, every penny matters. So sometimes you do watch those little details and you will notice that just that extra $2 a day here, $4 a day here, certain things can add up, and before you know it, you're looking through your expenses and you could probably cut an easy $7, $8 a day. And that adds up over the course of 30 days. That could be, anywhere from $200 to $250. So I always say think the basics first, think the staples, think things that you can buy in bulk. Beans. I always buy my beans now. I don't buy canned beans anymore. And it saves. They're not going to save huge. I'm not saying you're saving, it's going to make you rich, but you do save when you buy your beans like in bulk like that. Now, when I say in bulk, sometimes I have a grocery store around here. It's called Rouse's, R-O-U-S-E apostrophe S. It's kind of I think it's based out of Louisiana, but anyhow, like I buy beans there. Like I'll buy a pound of black beans, red beans, white northern beans, things like that for $2.49. Sometimes on sale for a little bit less, $1.99. So I do that there. I get them at a couple of the stores where I go that have dry bins to them as well. And I do prefer to buy them there because they are organic at those places. But I buy plenty of just pounds at the store. So buy your stuff, buy in bulk, and just buy basic stuff like that. And I eat beans every day, so that's that's pretty much a non-thought for me. Same thing with quinoa. Same thing with potatoes. Those are all staples: quinoa, potatoes, brown rice. Things like that. Those are things also that you can just buy. Most places you can buy in bulk, but even if I'm not buying them in bulk, quinoa is not that expensive. Sometimes I don't make it over to the store that has the dry goods, so I'll just end up and buy it at one of the grocery stores around here. And when you buy those things, those are just like good staples that you're always circling through, the potatoes, things like that. Fruit. One thing is I always mention fruit, and somebody's always said, I wish I could get this here, I wish I could get that there. Well, you can't unless you're going to move. And for most people it's not practical just to say, okay, I don't like the food in this area, I'm going to move. So, and most people, there's always going to be an exception out there. They're like I'm about to say, like bananas. Just start with bananas. Bananas are generally, I haven't been anywhere yet, although I'm not bouncing all over the world, where bananas have been expensive. So regardless of what else you're getting in your area, you can go to those bananas. Another efficient source is frozen fruit. When you can't get fruit, I buy frozen at my Publix here. I get my blueberries frozen. And a lot of people are afraid to buy frozen fruit, but as I always like to, Dr. Neil Bernard's always mentioning that. He makes a point of mentioning like frozen fruits and stuff, and that a lot of times those fruits that you buy frozen were frozen at their peak ripeness. So you're getting probably better than what you're getting in some cases, when you're buying just the fresh like that. Think about what's in your area. And you adjust accordingly, and it can differ from just like a couple of hours away, different regions of a country, what have you. I moved south of where I was living. I'm in Alabama. I moved south 3 years ago now. I don't get watermelons. I mean, I get watermelons, but I don't get them. I don't have near as many little secret spots where I can go and really get really cheap, good watermelon like I did when I was in that previous location. So what do? I don't eat as much watermelon. I still enjoy watermelon. I'm not like denying it to myself, but I'm just not eating the same amount of it as I used to, because there was several summers ago where I was going through probably 5 or 6 watermelons a week. So yeah, you buy what's close to you. You buy what's here. I'm not saying it necessarily grows in your area, although I highly recommend that if possible, but just the things that are available to you. Another thing with the bulk, and I need to do this myself. I keep putting it off. My world gets kind of small. I don't drive a lot, and I'm only it takes me maybe 15-20 minutes to drive to Mobile, Alabama. And there's a Costco in Mobile, Alabama. So look for stores like that. I don't know if there's other ones out there that tend to have things really good prices in bulk. But I know a lot of different, I've never been in a Costco. But I know I've heard people say in a lot of different regions, they buy, and I see it. I see photos of it. People buy really good looking fruit there. So there's good fruit there at a cheaper price from what I've seen in certain regions. And the frozen fruit, and a lot of the frozen things there are a lot more inexpensive than they are in your regular supermarket as well. So I'm going to go over there here in the next couple of weeks, and I'm going to ask them if I can walk around, because like I say, I'm in South Alabama. Sometimes your mileage may vary when it comes to region. So I want to go in there, and I want to make sure that there's that before I pay, because I think you pay a membership each year. I want to make sure that it's worth it, that I'm going to be able to get like things that make it worth paying a membership for the year. And I was shopping this morning. I was in the grocery store. A lot of times people are not making fair comparisons either when they're either thinking about eating a plant-based lifestyle, transitioning over from a standard American diet or whatever. And I think they're not doing fair comparisons because they see these expensive recipes out there, and they see all this stuff on Instagram that influencers put out there, and they're like, well, that's all expensive. I mean, just to get the recipes for this one little dish would be like that. Well, you don't buy those. I'm always trying to cut some corners because I'm trying to get back to Costa Rica. I'm always trying to cut some corners. So even little things, day to day, cutting a couple of bucks here, cutting $1 there. Even my salad dressings, I've gotten to where a lot of these recipes and dressings that I've shared, they kind of have a hierarchy. Like if they have a bunch of different things, and I don't necessarily want to keep those things around because they're what I consider kind of luxury or non-essential items, I'll just make my simplest salad dressings. I'll just go through and I'll say like, okay, what do I like? But doesn't cost me a lot to make when I'm eating salads on a regular basis. And what I was getting at there, and I kind of got sidetracked about not, people comparing apples to oranges. Think about all the non-essential things and the things people spend money on. Maybe you spent money on. I sure know that I did when you shop in a traditional way. I was at Publix this morning, and I like to look at people's shopping carts. And there is just so much what I consider non-essential. I see this all the time. I was going to tell you about one woman, but this is not an isolated case. I see this constantly. Her, and I'm sure she's got a family. It's not just shopping for herself. Almost, I would say 80% of her shopping cart, beverages. Like just different beverages, sodas, juices, this, that, the other. I basically I drink water. I pretty much drink water throughout the day. I'll keep plant-based, I will keep some plant-based milk around. It's not like I'm drinking it every day. It's not like I'm even taking down large quantities of it, but people here, especially where sweet tea is is like the national drink. I'll just see all these things: sodas, diet sodas, a big gallon jug of sweet tea, orange juice, milk, blah, 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 this soda, that soda. And it's like, and snacks and all these kind of things. Most people that eat a standard American diet, they never think twice about their snacks or the things that they're throwing in that shopping cart. They just see these certain items on a plant-based diet and they immediately, well, no, that's expensive, that's expensive. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not eating all that stuff. I don't have all the snacks in there. I don't have all the drinks in there. I don't have a lot of non-essential things that you do in there. And hey, that's all based on, everybody spends based on, you know, what they have and their resources and whatever. So anyhow, the bottom line is, this does not have to be an expensive lifestyle. It will be as expensive as you make it, and you can get all the things that you need without breaking the bank. Just think simple. Don't get elaborate with it. So anyhow, just rambling at this point. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please leave me a thumbs up. Hope the week's off to a good start, and I'll see you here again throughout the week. Peace.